Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Right. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the former USC Trojan. It's Cody Kessler.
When Cody Kessler was drafted, many people thought it was a surprise that he went in the third round. They thought he would go later. But when he came out, the man who selected him told the rest of the world, trust me, this guy can play.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
Corey Coleman is indeed explosive. The first receiver drafted in 2016, I was drawn to his ball skills while he was at Baylor, meaning anything that's downfield, he's the guy that usually figures out how to get up and get it before the defensive back can react. And then when he gets back down on the ground with the football, look out. His run after catch, usually very impressive.
Again, it's Crowell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
I still remember when Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie came out of Tennessee State in the draft, and I called a coach in his conference to ask a scouting report about him, and he said, well, we didn't do anything special. We didn't throw away from him or anything like that. I don't think that coach told me the truth. DRC is one of the best ball hawks in the league, had 6 interceptions in 2016, and continues to lock down elite receivers.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Kessler. And bulldozing his way through. He finds Coleman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's the fullback, 57 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their pullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
A first down carry now for Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, 38 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by an Isaiah Crowell touchdown run. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. First down, Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Manning now on first down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done. Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
To throw, it's Manning. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 56 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Into the red zone now, Manning. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd and short. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Christian Kirksey is starting to come into his own as a linebacker. Rangy, fast, uses that speed to not only outrun blockers, but run down ball carriers. But at the end of the day, tackles really...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Paul Perkins, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this is caught in the middle of the field. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go!
Off the play fake to Crowell. Here's Kessler. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Kessler. And he's going to go down again. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
About 15 cents.
Escapes the defender. And now running right through it. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin with a run by Crowell. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great gain. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was this successful.
Saw a touchdown, too. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Twisting away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
1 quarter in the books. 14-13. That's our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 1st and 10, here's Kessler. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Green, 39.
On second down, here's Kessler. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On the counter, it's Crowell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
He'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. A good pickup there, a 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's Perkins on first down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked it.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Ogbah able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon.
I know every down's important, but you know as well as I do, partner, third down is key for both offenses and defenses, and Cleveland's got to get better on third down on D.
And what they did right there, you're right, they need more of. They were tied for 30th in the NFL in sacks last year, but a big one there brings up a punting situation. A punter wing is on as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Cody Kessler and the Browns heading back out on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Crowell, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Kessler. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Manning, and he's hit and And taken down. Eli sacked. Christian Kirksey coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
It's just something the broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right?
It's got to be
you
good.
tell me. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Dancing away at the 35. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cody Kessler trotting back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. 2nd and 10. Here's Kessler again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
But that's the Kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Now Kessler on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny. second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Loose with that one, sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Shotgun snap, Kessler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On first down, Kessler. This is Crowell on the catch. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's go.
Now it's Kessler yet again. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Kessler to throw once more. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the red zone now, first down, here's Kessler. Going underneath for Crowell. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports.
And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
That's caught inside the 20. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. 59 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll let the shorter back Perkins run it. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Paul Perkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
and that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run, Paul Perkins. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Throwing is Kessler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now Kessler on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time there's a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Manning now to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giant.